Next week on Countryfile, the emotional cost of the BSE crisis as the extra stress takes its toll on the farming community. And how bird lovers are trying to help the swift. When it returned to Britain this summer, there were far fewer places for it to nest.
Over the next 6 weeks, I'm going to be travelling the length and breadth of Scotland in search of the most delicious natural produce this country has to offer. This is what real cooking is about. Real cooking is about time and speed and pressure. This show is all about fresh food, fresh air and fresh ideas. Last thing, squeeze a lemon juice. Wild Harvest with Nick Nairn, Wednesday at 8:30 on BBC2.
On Panorama this week, a story of local government, a story of malpractice, deceit and false accounting. Millions of pounds squandered. It is quite simply one of the biggest scandals of its kind.
Never in all my dealings with other county councils have I come across such a disgraceful setup.
Not Lambeth, Liverpool or Brent, but Surrey, right in the heart of Middle England. Scandal at County Hall. Panorama, tomorrow 9:30, BBC1.
On BBC2, just for this week, the omnibus edition of EastEnders in a few moments, followed at 1:55 by the multi-Oscar-winning wartime drama The Bridge Over the River Kwai. Here on BBC1 now, On the Record, with John Humphreys.
Good afternoon. The Tories and Labour have been firing off some of their big guns this past week. Tony Blair with Labour's blueprint for the election campaign and the Tory leadership trying to blow it out of the water. I'll be talking to Michael Portillo. What part can he play in the Tory fight back? And have Labour slain the Welsh nationalist dragon? That's after the news read by Chris Lowe.
Good afternoon. Protestant Orangemen in Portadown have rejected a police order to avoid a Catholic area of the town in this afternoon's march. The Ulster Unionist leader David Trimble said the RUC's decision was an irresponsible gamble on both Loyalist and IRA ceasefires in Northern Ireland.
Around 1,500 Loyalists marched towards Drumcree Church this morning, a considerably larger number than last year. The rest of the town of Portadown is quiet, but overnight coils of barbed wire have been snaked across the fields near the church. It's a line of defence, according to the police, because of the large numbers of people expected to join the march later. The police decision to reroute the march away from a nationalist area is causing deep resentment, and the appearance of the barbed wire erected by the army in the small hours has added to this. 2,000 police have been deployed and the army are in evidence nearby. The Loyalists are holding a service in the church, and earlier their officials spoke of their determination to stay until they are granted the right to march on the route they desire. The barbed wire will cause a formidable obstacle to this wish. Kate Adey, BBC News, Portadown.
The Ministry of Defence has confirmed that a man wanted for questioning about an IRA attack in Germany is a former British soldier. 31-year-old Michael Robert Dixon served in the army until 1988. Police investigating the mortar attack at Osnabrück believe he may now be in Northern Ireland, and an international arrest warrant has been issued. Investigators have moved onto a site in eastern Bosnia to begin the first excavations of alleged mass graves. They date from the fall of the former Muslim enclave of Srebrenica. The team from the International War Crimes Tribunal is beginning a 3-month-long dig at 12 sites around Srebrenica.
The Hague team has taken a huge mechanical digger to a site at the village of Nova Kasova, identified by Muslim eyewitnesses as one of the sites of mass executions carried out by the Bosnian Serb army. Survivors interviewed in nearby Tuzla speak of being taken on buses from Srebrenica to killing grounds in eastern Bosnia. The digging has begun in the week of the first anniversary of Srebrenica's fall. War crimes investigators say they've so far identified at least 6 mass graves during exploratory probing of the area. Investigators hope to establish, first of all, the number of those who died at Srebrenica, a total which is expected to run into the thousands. They'll then have to undertake the much more difficult task